lies, and alibis.
Okay. Here we go. What, you gonna say something, girl? You about to
Oh no,
just
I was
jump
about
in?
to say, I'm like, we gonna jump into love, lies, and alibis. That's all I was gonna say.
Yes, here we go. So look, check it out. So this week question, right? I'm gonna actually read it. Should paternity testing be mandatory for all couples, married or unmarried, at birth? So we got a special guest. We got our special guest here. We just did an amazing collab, which I know y'all listened to. Um, Go ahead and introduce yourself one more good time, y'all.
Hi, I'm Nisha
And I'm Buddha
from
Badass.
Hot Garbage True Crime Podcast. Thanks for having us on.
Oh, no doubt. So y'all are guests, so we gotta send it to you. You guys gotta answer the question. And I'll read
Okay.
it one more again. You know what I'm saying? For the folks in the back. Should paternity testing be mandatory for all couples, married or unmarried, at birth? Buddha, you go first, brother. You go first.
I say definitely. Heck
Okay.
yes. I'm not signing a birth certificate unless I know it's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even if it's in a relationship, it should be default. Me personally, I thought they did paternity tests for the parents when you there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
So, if you even if we married, that should be part of the guaranteed DNA.
I respect
I
that.
definitely, yeah, I think so. Only because, like, in the upcoming years, there's a lot of things that I found out. So I know that you have, as a dad, a year to, to do a paternity test. But I found out, if after the year, let's say you found out when this kid's 8 years old that the kid is not yours. Technically, you may not be off the hook for child support because you had
That's
that
a
year.
bull.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, and so
Well,
for
that
me,
must
I
be a
feel like
California thing.
yeah, so I feel like just like they do like drug and alcohol testing for all babies in there is tested for drugs and alcohol. Like, why not like put that in there so that way you know for a fact like who the dad is, and going forward there won't be any issues going
Right.
forward. So I mean, I don't think that there's
Mhm.
any problems. I don't think that anybody should feel any kind of way. It just should be for everybody, so that way nobody feel any kind of way. Standard.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
especially marriage, because I feel like that's the guaranteed. If you later on feeling, and guys do,
Yeah.
feel like I don't even know if that kid was mine. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't even say that sentence, and y'all breaking up or whatever that you're going through with your divorce and being messy.
Yeah. You can't do
Yeah.
that. So.
Like for me, I think it's a good thing to do it because now you ain't gotta go through that awkwardness of, saying, hey, I think it should be, if it's everything, because not only that, it's been several times where men have raised kids for over 18 years or
Yeah.
whatnot to find out that it's not, and you don't know what that does to an individual like that. Like
Yeah.
if I found out my two sons wasn't mine after all these years of loving them, raising them, man, that's enough to drive a person crazy. So I feel like, yes, to eliminate any nonsense, they need to do it. Yeah. What
And
about
this
you,
is a
Tiffany?
good question. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go
I, I
ahead.
also I also agree. I believe it should be. I think it should be mandatory at birth, whether you're married, not married. Because, like you said, I was listening to the DL Hughley show a couple weeks ago, and this came up because a guy was saying like he was married. He found out when the kid was 20 that the wife finally, like, I don't know, it slipped out, something came about, but he found out the child that he raised for 20 years was not his, and they were
Damn.
married. So
Mm.
like, you don't know what impact that has on that child, on that man. And people cheat while married too, like, you know what I'm saying. And I
Right.
just think just
I
to
never knew
cut
that.
out, yeah, people, just to cut out, shut up, asshole. Just to cut out, any confusion. Just go ahead and do the DNA test. Like, there ain't nobody got to worry about nothing. Like, it shouldn't be I'm offended. I know who my baby daddy is. I ain't trying to be funny. If that was the case, baby Maury would not be rich today. Okay.
Mm,
Right.
mm.
I
So
So
what
I'm
what you
tired
about
of
to
them
say?
women falling out. Oh, I can't believe you. No, let's just go ahead and get it done, get it out the way. It protects everybody around, you know what I'm saying? It covers everybody's ass, and just be done with it.
Well, I actually just wanted to ask, and this brings up a question for Willie and Buddha. So let's say a situation like that did happen. You raised a kid for 18, 20 years. It was not yours. Does that change the feeling for the child? Do you still have the same relationship with the child? Like, what exactly happens in that situation for you guys?
Man, fuck that little nigga.
That's so funny.
Thank you, Miss Taylor. I
That's
don't even
so,
know why you asked him. I knew he was gonna say some ignorant shit.
Oh, what? What about you, Buddha? Is that?
No, honestly, because I've even dealt with girls of that's cheated and even accepted their kids because I feel like the kid didn't do anything.
Mhm.
And if it's my son, especially over 20 something years, it's number one, you're past the point where it's going to cost me any fucking thing.
Oh
So
yeah,
fuck it.
but you've already paid
So
though. That's the
I've
whole
already
thing,
paid. So I'm
right?
saying I already paid. I'm getting what's worth out of this. He go to college. He giving me shit, bitch. You hear what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, right.
But I'm probably gonna move in your house when I turn 72, and you better remember that because I raised your ass, my kid or not.
Oh, that's
You
true.
owe me 20 years.
Yeah.
But
I got you.
but I will say that chick is dead to me. Like honestly,
Oh yeah, for
that's what I feel
sure.
like is the biggest impact is I would love you, man, and I would love you, and I still call you my son. But I tell him to his face, your mother is dead to me.
Mhm.
I won't even believe her own fucking name anymore. Do you hear me? Anything coming out of her mouth, I'm gonna just look over at you and be like, what did she say?
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
No, real talk. So let's see what the Cuzzles had to say. So I'll start off. Lord Jesus, it's long. Makai Morgan. She said, absolutely not. And look, just to let y'all know, y'all can reply to these. Like if they say something, y'all can reply. Y'all could definitely say something. So
Okay.
Makai Morgan said, absolutely not. Only because I want a chance to leave that man when he asked me for one. Because I'm not having a baby with somebody who can't even trust that baby is theirs. If you're going to question that shit, then why are we together or having a baby? We should have been able to communicate to the point where this wasn't even a problem in the first place. That shit is mad embarrassing, and you're not going to embarrass me in front of these people. Sorry. I'm not with the messy stuff. I'll give you your test, but you're going to find out the baby is
Yeah,
yours, and I'll be gone with the swiftness. Oh, and it don't look like me. It don't look like me. I'm not going to explain basic biology and putting in squares to a man who was dumb enough to try me. It's obvious this happened to her.
Okay, it's not obvious what happened to her, but it's. I mean, my thing is this:
somebody asked her.
but like I said, if it's the thing, if it's mandatory across the board, I don't see why there should be an issue because, and I say, and as women, we have to take we cannot take our feelings out of the situation because it's not just about it's not just about you. It's about this has happened so many times in the past that now there is a need for across the board paternity tests. Like I'm just saying, it protects everybody. Like, and I get not have people in your business, all that stuff. But like, let's keep it 100. How many women not be out here lying? Like, I mean, it's not like men be the ones who always on some bullshit. Women be on bullshit too. So I mean,
Mhm.
it just is
I
what it is. If
got
it's
you.
mandatory
You
for
ain't never
everybody,
lied.
you can't be embarrassed.
Yep. So look, Tony
Right.
Lee
And that way
said,
nobody can feel some kind of way because it's like that not just you, but everybody in the hospital is gonna get
Mhm.
this. So it's not
yeah,
Exactly.
mandatory.
that's what I said. Yes, make it
And let me
mandatory.
say the third of it all is this. How I'm saying that you sound just completely trite and taking it personal, but it be that is
Yes.
when they give information like that, your medical information is personal. It ain't in front of nobody. This ain't
Mm,
Maury.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
when they tell you your paternity test, they telling you and him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
it. Exactly.
why are you trying to hype it up like you about to
Mm.
be embarrassed on something?
Mhm.
And
Because you
then
out
Makai,
like
there
you
so
doing some fuck
said,
shit. And
and
you
Yeah.
then
ready
like
to be
Nisha was
embarrassed because that ain't your
saying,
kid.
right, and like
Yeah.
Nisha was saying, like it's not like say it's like alcohol and drug testing are mandatory. So just add it. Go ahead and add it to the lineup.
Yeah.
exactly. You know
Right.
what I'm
And here's
saying?
the
You
thing is, and this is when I know, and I don't like that. And that's a red flag for me is when I deal with a woman is when you say things like, well, if instead of that, I'm gonna just leave your ass anyway. So you find the fuck out, but you don't
yeah,
find out I'm gonna be
yeah.
gone. Why are you already ready to go when I ain't even got the answer yet?
Yeah.
Mm,
Right.
You
that
leaving
ba-
me for asking the question?
that
Child.
baby ain't mine. I knew that little nigga was a man. So look.
Right, immediately. That's like if I asked you, did you sneak off and go to McDonald's, and you just immediately be like, well, I could show you if I went to McDonald's, but I swear to fuck God, when you find out I didn't, I'm just leave your ass anyway. Like, why are
You
you ready
smell
to
like a
leave?
whole Big Mac right now.
Right.
Right,
Right.
why are you ready to fucking leave over just the question?
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, Tony Lee said yes, they should be required. I had a friend that thought he had a baby with his girlfriend. Turned out it wasn't his and left him devastated. True. The wit sheet said yes, but also if you had doubt in your mind before y'all slept together, then y'all should have just not slept together, caught up in a moment, only to have suspicious thoughts after you seen signs of mistrust. I'll read one more, then it's up to you, Tiffany. Frida Black said, yes, if you don't have anything to hide, you'll be all right. I respect that.
Hmm. Okay, so Brooke says, yes, I know a girl who doesn't know who her child's father is. He looks like who she claims is the dad, but he also looks like the one who she cheated with. They look like they could have been brothers. But if
Mm.
the son is now 11, and I asked her when he was 1 if she would tell the quote dads, she said no. Redacted takes better care of him than redacted number 2 ever would. So I mind my business.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. So Tiffany says, I
That
think it would
ain't
be
good,
beneficial
Kathy. I
to
don't know
be
what it is.
honest.
Okay.
And then we'll do 2 more. Melissa says, yes, a lot of men have been forced to pay child support for someone else's kid, and that's so true. And then last one will be Tamara says, yes, and I'll give you an example why I say yes. I have a family member who found out in an argument with his ex that he was not the father. And it took months to get removed from the birth certificate and child support. If there had just been a paternity test at birth, it would have protected not only him but the child as well. My husband served with a guy who found out when the child was 18 that his daughter wasn't his.
Yeah, and I'm
Right.
sorry, especially if you have a biracial kid, you got to get a paternity test because them niggas all look alike. That's all I'm saying. So you,
Well, see, that's what I was saying too. I feel like I definitely feel like it should be like mandatory as well, because I remember listening to an attorney's podcast, and they definitely said that depending on what state you're in, if you find out that child is not yours at like 10 or whatever, the only way to get you off child support is if that other dad steps in or something like that. And who the hell is going to step in
And
if
take over
you're
your payments.
right? Nobody's going to do that. But they're saying because they gave you that year after the baby was born and you said no, basically, and you signed the birth certificate, it's on you at this point. That's what they're
damn.
saying. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
I'll be mad.
I want to send a shout out to the ladies that did say the yes, but ending this generation of just trying to get something out of these men. Females have been doing it lately, and I did not think it's cute. Of basically like, yeah, get your bag out of that dude, get your money, girl.
Yeah, that's
That ain't cute. That
crazy.
ain't hot. That ain't good woman. That ain't good woman energy. Because if you
Yeah.
think about it, if you own that as your resume, if I'm hearing that's what you do to the last nigga, I'm not about to be your next.
Hell
Mm.
no. Nope.
You see what I'm saying? So that
That's
is
why the
bad
baby
on your
pool is
resume to
trash
have that as a
now.
woman or as what I want is an empress. I want not a queen. I want a woman that makes queens. I want an empress,
Mm.
and I would not have
Preach.
that on my resume.
Mm. I feel you. So look, that was our love, lies, and alibis question of the week. I know you wondering how do we get to respond to such a great question. I'm glad you asked. Join us on Love, Lies, and Alibis on our Facebook page, right? You join the Facebook page, you answer a couple questions, and then guess what? You invited in. And like you said, like we said, you can join our other pages. We have our Melanin Mysteries on our Instagram, Melanin Mysteries on our TikTok, Melanin Mystery on our Facebook. And also we got BTCC on Facebook and BTCC on Instagram. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to London. All right. London is a young lady that works at the gym that I was at. I walked in and she said, Willie, oh my God, you guys are hilarious. I listened to the podcast and it made me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. First of all, because she thick and she kind of cute. So I felt like she was, she kind of liked me. But then I realized it was just about the podcast and it kind of threw it off. But that's not the point. The
You
point
get your
I'm making
podcast
is
love.
No, the point
You
that,
get
that
your
you're
podcast
making
love,
is you
y'all.
woke me up out of my good sleep
I
at
did.
7 a.m. this morning after I ain't slept all week.
I did. I woke up
Tell
like,
me that.
guess
Why you
what?
couldn't wait until at least 8?
Guess what? Somebody said my name. Anyway, I want to give you a shout out. I appreciate you listening. I told her I was going to shout her out, man, because she did take time to listen to the podcast and she liked it and she gave us some great reviews. So shout out to London who work in the place I work at. I ain't going to name your job or nothing like that because you may not want people to know. But besides that, yeah, I'm done. Go ahead. And look, again, we thank you guys. What you say?
He said we got London on the block.
Yes, exactly. Hey, we thank you guys for joining us. We definitely got to do this again. This was an amazing collab, man. Like real
Thank
talk.
you.
Yes, I
We
truly
appreciate it.
enjoyed this, bruh. I ain't been speechless before. Like I could have sat back and let you do it. You got this. Like real talk. Real
This was like
talk.
really funny.
It was hilarious. Like I had so much fun. Yeah, Buddha, that is, oh my god. Like you shut Willie down. Like you said, I'm over here speechless because he was speechless and he ain't never been speechless.
Hell no, man. So we definitely thank you guys for showing up and everything. So go ahead, Tiffany, take us out.
All right. So just remember that, love should not come with a life sentence. So make sure you choose freedom and not felonies.
All right, we out.
Bye.
Peace.